Welcome back to the channel where we don't chase men, we upgrade their entire personality just by existing. Hi, I'm your host, your favorite reformed chaos agent turned relationship advisor. Because yes, life is funny like that. One minute you're entertaining the internet, the next minute you're out here teaching women how to entertain standards, growth, evolution, range. And today we are getting into something juicy. We're talking about how to make him like you more. Not by chasing him, not by over texting him, not by sending him a just checking in message at 11:47 p.m. Absolutely not. We're doing this with goddess energy, which means calm confidence, a little mystery, and the unshakable belief that if he fumbles you, that's actually embarrassing for him. So grab your drink, sit back, and let's get into it. All right, let's start with a truth that most women don't want to hear but need to. You cannot make a man like you, but you can absolutely influence how deeply he becomes attached to you. And the difference between those two things, power. Because trying to make someone like you puts you in a chasing position, but understanding attraction dynamics, that puts you in control of the experience. So today, we're not manipulating, we're magnetizing. This is where most women fumble. Stop overgiving at the beginning. You meet a guy, you like him, and suddenly you're always available. You're responding instantly. You're being overly accommodating. You're basically auditioning to be his dream woman. Meanwhile, he's just existing. Goddess energy does not audition, it observes. When you give too much too soon, there's no buildup, no curiosity, no sense of, I need to win her over. And men, they bond through investment. So if you're doing all the emotional labor, all the effort, all the availability, he doesn't get the chance to earn you. And what isn't earned is rarely valued. Let me explain this carefully. Be slightly unpredictable. Because we're not playing games, we're creating intrigue. If he knows you'll always say yes, you'll always reply quickly, you're always thinking about him, there's no excitement, no tension, no curiosity. You don't need to be confusing. You just need to be not completely predictable. Sometimes you're warm and playful. Sometimes you're busy and unavailable. Not because you're trying to manipulate him, but because you have a full life. And a woman with a full life is automatically more attractive than a woman who rearranges her life around a man she barely knows. Make him feel like he's winning without lowering your standards. Men love a challenge, but not an impossible one. If you're too easy, he gets bored. If you're too cold, he gives up. The sweet spot? He feels like he's making progress with you. That means you reward effort with warmth. You acknowledge when he shows up. You let him feel like he's earning your attention. But here's the key. You're not handing it out for free. You're not overly impressed by the bare minimum. But when he does step up, you let him feel that. That's how you reinforce behavior. Don't be available emotionally too soon. This is a huge one. When a man feels like he has full emotional access to you early on, he subconsciously relaxes. There's no mystery, no depth left to discover. You don't need to trauma dump on date 2. You don't need to tell him your entire life story in one sitting. Let him discover you over time. That slow unfolding, that's what creates attachment, because now he's invested in learning more. Have standards and enforce them calmly. Nothing makes a man like you more than realizing, oh, she's not for everybody. Standards are attractive, but only if you actually stand on them. If he cancels last minute and you still go see him, if he texts you at 11 p.m. and you entertain it, if he gives low effort and still gets full access to you, you're teaching him how to treat you. Goddess energy doesn't argue, chase, or over-explain. She simply adjusts access. And that shift alone, makes him lean in. Let him miss you. This one is simple but powerful. If you're always there, always texting, always available, when does he have time to think about you? Attraction grows in space, in the moments where he wonders, what is she doing? Who is she with? Why do I miss her right now? You don't create obsession through constant presence. You create it through strategic absence. And really quick, because I've been getting so many questions about this lately, I am now offering one-on-one coaching where I help you specifically with your situation, your dating patterns, your communication, your standards, all of it. If you want more personalized guidance, the email is in the description. You can reach out there and we'll go from there. All right, back to the episode. Be playful, not pressuring. One of the biggest attraction killers, pressure. What are we? Where is this going? Do you like me? Listen, I get it. You want clarity. But early on, those conversations can make a man feel like he's being evaluated instead of enjoying the experience. Instead, focus on playfulness, light teasing, flirty energy. Make interactions feel good because people chase what feels good. Know when to pull back. This is the real power move. If his energy drops, if he becomes inconsistent, if he starts giving less, you don't chase, you don't question, you don't overcompensate. You match energy or pull back even more. And here's what happens. If he likes you, he leans in. If he doesn't, he fades. Either way, you win. Because you're not over-investing in someone who hasn't earned it. Radiate, I'm good either way energy. This is the ultimate secret. When a man feels like you like him, but you don't need him, you enjoy his presence, but your life is already full, you're open, but not attached, that's when he becomes more attached. Because now there's something to lose. Desperation repels. Independence attracts. Remember, you are the prize. At the end of the day, it's not about tricks or tactics. It's about how a man feels when he's around you. Does he feel energized, appreciated, curious, slightly challenged? Or does he feel pressured, overwhelmed, too comfortable too quickly? You don't make him like you by trying harder. You make him like you by becoming someone he can't quite figure out, but doesn't want to lose. Here's the truth most people won't say out loud. If you have to constantly try to make a man like you, he's probably not that into you. And your energy is better spent becoming the kind of woman who doesn't have to try so hard. Because the right man, he won't need convincing. He'll just need access. So if you got value from today's episode, make sure you subscribe. Share it with a friend who needs to stop over texting men immediately. And remember, you are not here to be chosen. You are here to be experienced and remembered. I'll see you in the next episode. If you would like personalized one-on-one coaching, the email is in the description box.